Cancer. It is a word that evokes a great deal of dread and uncertainty because of the huge weight it holds. Over the course of several decades, it has continued to be one of the most significant threats to the health and well-being of humans. But can you explain cancer in more detail? How exactly does it function? And what makes it such a difficult obstacle to overcome? In the video, we're going to delve into the complex world of cancer. Join us on this journey to obtain a greater understanding of this terrible disease and to discover the unrelenting efforts of scientists and researchers who are trying to uncover its mysteries. What exactly is cancer? Cancer is a category of diseases that are characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of aberrant cells throughout the body. At its core, cancer is a sickness. These aberrant cells, which are frequently referred to as cancer cells, are capable of forming tumors, invading neighboring tissues, and even metastasizing, which is the process of spreading to other areas of the body via the lymphatic system or the circulation. Carcinogenesis is the term that refers to the transformation of normal cells into cancer cells. Cancer has the potential to damage almost any area of the body, from the skin to the organs inside the body, and it can present itself in a variety of ways, depending on the type and location of the cancer. It is essential to have an understanding of the various forms of cancer in order to comprehend this disease. Different forms of cancer. Cancer is not a single disease, but rather a collection of related disorders, each of which has its own distinct characteristics and therapeutic options. Here are some of the most frequent forms of cancer. Breast cancer. As one of the most common forms of the disease to affect women, breast cancer begins when abnormal cells begin to develop in the breast tissue. Treatment must begin as soon as possible in order to be effective, which is why early detection using mammography and self-exams is so important. Lungs cancer. It is a fatal disease that affects the tissues of the lungs, and it is most commonly caused by smoking as well as exposure to toxins such as asbestos. It is common for symptoms to not manifest themselves until the disease has progressed to a more advanced stage. Prostate cancer. It primarily affects men and begins its development in the gland of the prostate. In order to effectively treat prostate cancer, early detection and monitoring with prostate-specific antigen tests are both absolutely necessary. Colorectal cancer. It is a type of cancer that affects the colon and rectum. This type of cancer is frequently associated with aspects of lifestyle, such as food and physical activity. Screening procedures, such as colonoscopies, performed on a regular basis can detect precancerous growths and thwart the development of the disease. Skin cancer, cancer of the skin, including melanoma, is frequently associated with exposure to ultraviolet radiation, either from the sun or from tanning beds. It is critical to do early diagnostics and preventative measures, such as applying sunscreen. Ovaries cancer. Cancer of the ovaries affects the ovaries, which are part of the female reproductive system. Early detection is challenging, and symptoms are frequently ill-defined, both of which can contribute to a delayed diagnosis. Brain cancer. Tumors in the brain can either be malignant or non-cancerous. Malignant brain tumors are a greater cause for concern because of their ability to infect neighboring tissues. The treatment plan frequently includes surgical intervention, radiation therapy, and chemotherapy. It is essential to have a solid understanding of the specific form of cancer in order to devise the most effective treatment strategy and assess the patient's likely outcome. Root causes and potential threats. Cancer is a multifactorial disease, which means that it is caused by a mix of variables, including genetics, the environment, and one's way of life. Here are some examples of prevalent causes and risk factors. It is possible for certain people to inherit genetic alterations that put them at an increased risk of developing cancer. Certain types of cancer are more likely to develop in individuals who have inherited these mutations from their parents. Use of tobacco, smoking, and the use of other tobacco products are among the most common causes of cancer around the world. Cigarette smoke contains a large number of carcinogens, which are substances that can cause mutations in DNA and lead to cancer. UV radiation. Excessive exposure to ultraviolet radiation, whether from the sun or tanning beds, is associated with an increased risk of developing skin cancer, particularly the potentially fatal form of the disease known as melanoma. The importance of both early detection and prevention. It is essential to both avoid getting cancer in the first place and find any signs of it in their early stages. Here is a list of measures for the early identification and prevention of cancer. Healthy lifestyle. Adopting a healthy lifestyle that includes maintaining a healthy weight, engaging in regular physical activity, drinking alcohol in moderation, and staying away from tobacco products will significantly cut the chance of developing many types of cancer. Vaccination. Vaccines, such as the vaccine against human papillomavirus and the vaccine against hepatitis B, can provide protection against illnesses that can lead to cancer. Sun protection. One of the most effective ways to reduce one's risk of developing skin cancer is to take precautions to shield one's exposed skin from the sun's ultraviolet rays. Participation in recommended cancer screenings. Taking part in recommended cancer screenings such as mammograms, pap smears, colonoscopies, and prostate-specific antigen testing can discover cancer at an early stage when it is more curable. Thanks for watching this video. We hope it helped explain some of the key aspects of this disease. We know cancer can be a scary topic, but advances in research mean we're constantly learning more about how to detect and treat it. If you or someone you know has been impacted by cancer, we hope this video provided some useful information. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more health-related content.